Hello and welcome to Road Odyssey. Hey, hello, how are you? Hope y'all are doing great. Please subscribe down below. Thank you very much. And this is just a very quick video about my first week's observations about driving the C8 Corvette for me. And maybe it's just, a few things that you didn't think about or have not run across relative to your own C8 or just things to think about, period. So just wanted to share these with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Transitioning from the C7 to the C8 Corvette. Moving from a C7 to a C8 Corvette is virtually seamless. Jumping into the inside of these cars, you'll notice that the displays are really different. The C8 to me is much preferable. Heads-up display controls are in the same location. Of course, your displays are in the same place, and how they are laid out is fairly similar. So it's very easy to find things like I like the PDR. The wall of switches, no big deal. You'll learn them fast enough. A big difference that I really like is the shift. So in the old C7, yeah, you had the handle or the stick, and in the C8 you've got these little button and switch controls, which are extremely nice, very intuitive, and very clean. They are out of your way, easy to work. Time to address the rear view camera screen glare. You can easily have glare on the rear view mirror, or should you say the rear view monitor if that's how you're using it. So all you have to do is just readjust it so that you're actually using it as your own personal monitor, not like a traditional rear view. So point it more directly at yourself and you should get rid of that glare. Let's quickly talk about the C8's girth. I don't know that I actually have to go over this topic, but I thought I would. The C8 is wide. So my garage entry is 8 feet wide, 96 inches. C8 Corvette, 88 inches. That leaves me just a few inches on each side to try to go straight in. So comparing that to our tank, the Yukon, 81 inches wide, but you got to add the mirror width to that too. So it's kind of like trying to put this Yukon into my garage. Now, it appears like the C8 won't fit. You just got to be brave and learn how to visualize. That's really all it comes down to. And like I said, you've got a good 4 inches easy on each side. So presuming you have good vision, this will not be an issue. So, when you're actually doing this, I do a quick walk around here. And like I said, it looks like you've got really about or more than 5 inches on each side. And here are just a quick couple of shots of the rear end of the car, comparing it to the 8 feet entry that I have. If you haven't driven a rear mid-engine car, let's talk about that for a second. Driving the C8 Corvette is just like driving a very low, big SUV. So no big deal there. Now remember that lane widths are at minimum 10 feet, maximum about 12 feet, and the C8's approximately 7 feet wide. So yeah, not a lot of wiggle room. Here again, like a big SUV, so just kind of pay attention to what you're doing. And another point, what I have learned to do right now is using the driver's wiper as a gauge for my right hand side. So I kind of line that up sort of like I do with the left fender of the C8. So you kind of see that there. And the HUD heads-up display is decently centered. Not perfectly, but pretty well. So all that helps you keep this thing on the road in a decent position. Next up, roadwork debris, such as tar. So my wife and I were driving through Oklahoma on one of our basically back road routes. And lo and behold, we came across this crew putting down cold mix asphalt, or that's what I believe it is. And this crap was all over the road, and it just I hate this stuff. It drives me crazy. Usually on all of my cars, this stuff creates a mess. But when I got home, I checked the car out and, nothing was on it. So could be because I just drove so slow, but I believe that the rocker skirts or the way that the body's formed on the C8 Corvette, uh, getting debris up underneath the body of this car is really maybe not so bad. Time to make sure we know how to take care of those pesky rodents. Having rodents eating up your car wiring harnesses and building nests in them, like my wife's C5 Corvette when she had this, that is very discerning and disturbing. So I didn't think about this until I saw something on the C8 Corvette owners Facebook group. But, they were kind of talking about it. This is a topic that's been around for quite a while. I've seen several articles about this. And, this really became a big issue in the year 2000 and more recent as harnesses have been made with soybean products. So, it attracts these little rodents. So what you need to do, from what I understand, is get a repellent like I have for recent, or you could try putting out lights and lighting, and something fun and cool could be these string lights. And as almost all car people know, like Yellow Jacket Garage, Brian here, he keeps the hood open on his car, and it's next to a window, and all that light, the rodents don't like that, obviously, so they stay away. So those are good things to do. You can use traps. Just got to remember where you put them. Typically, they say around the tires is a good path where the rodents tend to, kind of go. But you know what? Do not put out rodent killer or rat killer, things like that. Things that are baits. These things are not good. They'll kill the rodents, but not for a while, not until after they still have probably done damage to your car. If you have a C8, have you noticed the front trunk might rattle? I want to show you one more observation about the hood, or the frunk, up front, of course. We're right up here at the front. And that is, I've noticed, listen. So it does rattle. It's not very tight. It's tight enough. But anyway, just a little bit concerning. It's not a deal breaker. It's not terribly bad at all. It's probably as good as it could ever be. But if that bothers you, you can look into it. It does not bother me. Just want to bring it to light. That's all I'm doing. Beware of the over-the-air updates. When you get your C8, be sure to investigate over-the-air updates. Read the manual. Learn about this, get out on the internet and see what other people are experiencing, because there's a lot of folks out there that have had updates, maybe completed updates, maybe not completed updates, but they have had issues with a few of these, not all, but a few, and they would have like their radios would stay on. They could never turn the radio off for quite a while. And so anyway, it's been kind of a scary topic for people. So here again, just learn about this and, just do the updates when you know that you can watch over the car and be prepared for anything strange that can occur. All right, that'll do it for this quickie video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, relax. Take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.